the fuck? God damn it. I hit the wrong button. All right. How's it going, everybody? It is Thursday. It's funny because I forget how short I made the theme. Like, because our old theme was like 30 seconds long, and I changed it to it's like literally 10 seconds, maybe less, because I was like, no, we don't need something that long. So right now people are seeing like it all behind and shit, and you know. Alrighty,
so you'll remember quickly, the intro is short like you, period.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's not nice.
Very petite. Oh, dude, I was at the store the other day, and there was these two ladies. They were checking out, and they came to my like chest. I was like, "You are short, man." Like, holy crap!
What are you,
I was
like
just very
5'5" on a good day?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not that tall.
Pair of boots or what?
Hey, at least I'm not my brother. He wears lifts and all his shoes.
I'm not that much taller than you, so.
Doesn't Tom Cruise wear lifts?
Yeah. Tom Cruise is coming after you, bro.
Is it South Park that has Tom Cruise in it all the time?
They made fun of him a couple times.
Yeah.
Especially like at the height of Scientology, they made fun of him. Why is tuna fired, Lando? All right.
I said custards.
Custards. Alrighty, so welcome to Wolfbite Live. It is Thursday, and as you can see, even though you know he said he was gonna move himself down, I was like, "You're good," but now look, he's still there. So whatever's. We got Advocate for Liberty over yonder on my side over here.
I'm not allowed to say that word. I say that all the time. My wife says I'm not country enough to say it.
Not country enough. Anybody can be country enough. I'm just saying. Even in the Hispanic world, we have hicks. Just say it.
Hey,
they're funnier.
I got offended with that word.
I'm too city, she said.
You're too city.
And even in the Hick Nation, we still have pricks. So whatever.
Yeah, pricks. Is that what you said?
This is a family show.
Yeah.
Hey, we are a family friendly show.
Yeah.
There's no fucking swearing on this show. Okay?
There's no fucking swearing, huh?
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
I didn't hear that. What did you say again?
This is a family friendly show.
Alrighty. With that being said, let's just jump into so what are you?
No,
I like how he talks during the
You look like a
bumpers every
rooster.
time. Every time he talks during the bumpers.
Okay, I just remember this story from like Fifth Moth from like a couple of like ages ago, where they said, "Oh yeah, we can't," because back when there was vape radio, right, and they have a show. Oh yeah, we can't play vape radio. Why? Because it's not a family friendly show. What the fuck? Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I don't know.
I just come here for
eating?
the cupcakes.
Cake and pie, but there's no cake and pie, so I'm gone.
Promise him we have punch and pie.
Punch and pie.
Okay, my titty piss.
God.
Now that we have copyright infringement out of the way.
It's an impression, so it still works.
True.
Thank you, Weird Al.
So it definitely works.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get?
Thank you, Weird Al, for letting us get away with more shit.
For real.
Hey,
Copyright
thank you.
laws. I understand copyright laws, but at the same time, damn, bro, damn. Somebody actually tried giving me a strike because of the music I used in one of my videos, and it was the intro music, and I hit YouTube back with I made that on what is it, Logic 10. If you guys want the files, I'll send them to you. Strike ticking off.
Eat the dick, YouTube.
Yeah, it was like some band tried fucking getting me on that shit. I was like, no, you're not getting royalties for shit I actually spent time on.
Hey,
If anybody's getting royalties, it's me, punk.
True.
Pretty much. Because, I mean, that's how the music strikes go. Like, if they put a copyright strike on you, they just get royalties for whatever money, advertising money they can make off of it. It's silly.
Way to make a buck.
Pretty much. Alrighty,
True.
so who wants to go first after all the... We already started tangenting hard.
Wait, so before we start this tangent, before I forget, Chris Evan Storm, welcome in the chat. KVTV, what's up? Lady Liberty, what's up? Light Bear, what's going on, man? And we also have got Rescued Reviews. Hey, what am I eating? I already ate. a burger, so I'm good. And then Lando, I got your donuts. Fuck your diet. And 808 Kevin K. Aloha, brother. So Tim, take it away.
All right. Well, basically, I'm just gonna vape on the two things I got in today vape mail. I got the what's it called? The blocked kit. It's in Squonker. Hold on. See, the single 18650 Squonker just pops out of there.
Yeah,
it's not unregulated, but it does have a LED in it, which is really strange.
Does it have a MOSFET then?
What?
Maybe a MOSFET.
I don't believe there's a MOSFET. I believe it's just a bypass with a light on it. And it's squonks from the top. It's just got a little button you push to squonk. I got in there. I got the strawberry watermelon pop, no longer made, but it's a zero, no worries. And then I got the Artery Pal 2 with the USB Type-C charging in it.
Huge.
With golden ticket. It actually is a little heavier and a little tiny bit bulkier than the Caliber.
Wait.
Very close in flavor and it works.
Can you hold it up again?
Yeah.
What?
I actually
Is that on the front? Is that leather on the front, or is that like?
It's like a pleather, but it's a really good quality one. It's not
So
like,
it's like
a
the
real
stuff that's on the Aegis Legend, kind of.
kind of, but this is a little better feel than the stuff on the Aegis Legend, actually. You know how that feels kind of chintzy almost? This is like a really good feel. It does feel like leather. I'm pretty sure it's pleather. But
How does it hit though?
it hits actually slightly better than the Caliburn. I was impressed. It's very Caliburn flavor like level, but it actually hits just a little bit harder, in my opinion.
Okay, okay, suck it deeper. Okay.
Hada.
Hada.
For a
Hit it
pod
harder.
system, that's good. And the
Harder,
flavor is
kid.
spot on. I did use the golden ticket because I'm used to using that. I've used it in the Caliburn a lot, and I wanted something I could test the flavor profiles. And yes, spot on, very good. This is a mate deck.
Lando,
It's a
I
single
think that
pulse-
works the
single
opposite
pulse
way.
deck. It's really lame, but it works. It's decent. It's just nothing special as far as the RDA goes.
Nice, nice.
And peace and love.
Peace and love, dude. That was actually Corn's original name. Was
I'm
it
gonna
LAPD?
My plan is when I rebuild this next time, I'm gonna put the Yup RDA on top. So I got Yuppie Love.
Yup.
Yuppie Love.
Yuppie love, he says. That's how he's
Yep.
gonna put it. That's awesome.
Yep. And that's what I got. Let's see.
You got more. Calm down.
That's all I'm using today. I'm gonna stick with. I'm not gonna use the other 15 setups I have within range, and I'm not even exaggerating. We'll go with tuna.
Tuna.
I like that. I like that he's the guest and he's abusing the tangents that all he has to do.
Would you like me to do a 25-minute? But no, you don't. You don't really want that. Nobody wants
That's
that.
content.
No, that's not content. That's a boring show.
Okay,
We can do another
sorry.
segment. If you want to do another segment, another 3 in a little while, that makes more sense. But doing them all at once, I'm gonna bore the crap out of all your viewers.
Hey, you're taking my time away, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, tuna, go.
You and your 45 setups.
Go,
All right,
Tuna.
I got the iLeaf 50 watt with Vapeflies Galaxy, and in there I have some Hogwarts yogurts, 12 milligram vanilla custard. That's for you. I almost said Logan. That's for you, Lando. I got the Recoil Rebel.
Logan is the marshmallow guy.
Yep, on the clutch with some. Can I show this? Am I allowed to show this?
Yeah, I think
All
so.
right. Custom to the core. Boop.
Oh yeah, I've been talking about that one for months, dude.
All right, cool. I just didn't know if I didn't know if I should show it or not. Custom to the core. It's amazing. You need to get some. I've got the Purge Slam piece, knockoff joint with the Moonshot. With it? Moonshot. Yeah. And it, with some Alex boop, from Will Clockwork Vapor, and I got the Not Me, Not I'm Saying with the another Recoil Rebel, and with that I have Dim, boop, and with that we're gonna go to Frank.
Okay. Kelly, I need confirmation about something, by the way, because I'm vaping on a Verb and a TM24, and Clown's favorite juice, Vengeance. I don't know if the no ball still works. Let me know, Kelly, in chat, if the no balls still works for the discount. So, Vert and TM24 Pro, liking the setup, to be honest.
What
And
is it?
then
A Vert,
next,
you said?
yeah.
Okay.
And then I have the Titan with a recoil on top of it. In that, I have this version of the FDA's KVTV or Mr. J's Vapor Solutions Tyson's blend, or what is it?
Yes,
Yes,
that's
Tyson's
Tyson's.
blend. Tyson's
That's actually
blend.
the name.
Yeah.
You're evil.
Why?
That's tough to pronounce.
Tyson's
Okay.
blend?
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So quickly in chat, I got confirmation. Vengeance, the no balls, coupon code still works until Monday. Just remember, if you need more Vengeance, which Clown would happily order like 25 bottles of them, and you can use that code for a good breaking discount, boys. And then last, definitely not the least, where is it? Oh, it's on my jacket, but I have the Dortmund AO with. I forgot which shoes I had. Illusions Nirvana. Yep. So, yeah. That being said, take it away, Tim.
I already did it, but you said you were vaping. What we're vaping on, and you're in my jacket. Okay, I like know how he's vaping up his jacket. Okay, go ahead,
No.
Tom.
He's vaping it from his jacket. Like, he actually has like one of those hookah stems that comes from his pocket. And somehow, even though you got to press the button, he gets it to auto fire. Alrighty.
No, dude, I have one of those baseball hats, but instead of a baseball hat, I have like a headset.
Hey, quit stealing my ideas.
Shut the fuck up. The butt plugs were my idea.
The
And-
vaping butt plugs were mine.
Sure.
Technically,
They
they
can
were Stan's,
truly-
and you
See,
stole them.
That's
See-
the only way you can
And
truly.
Stan
Voop.
steals
You
everything.
can only voop for real if you have a butt plug vape.
See, now all I'm thinking is that when people were actually trying to ingest alcohol through their asshole. And that's where my mind goes of like, how dangerous would that really get?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It
You
it auto draws.
He went to this jacket to get the vape.
It auto draws.
He pulled a oh, never mind.
There it is. Yep, I knew it. You couldn't hold it back. You had to go get it.
We'll say I did see that they came out with an accessory for the .aio too, where it converts it into just a standard mod, so you could put whatever
Yeah.
atomizer on top of that.
It's just a through and through piece.
Yeah, I was like, that's interesting. I don't know why, but still interesting.
It makes
Good
it so
shit.
at least you're not limited to only using the bridges. So,
Yeah.
Clown buffet, clown buffet, clown buffet.
Yes.
Alrighty. First I got the Rye RDA on top of the Lyra, and in that, where did I put that bottle? Because I just had it.
It's set
here it
that
is.
way.
Bottled Violence Caramel Custard.
Custard.
The only one I haven't tried.
And then the next I have the Coil Turd RDA, RDA for vaping on top of that Hyperion with that DHD drip tip. I don't know. I love that. Alrighty, and then that I got a custard to the core as well. Custard to the core, and
Custard to the core.
then we got the Citadel Squivo, whatever you want to pronounce it. All that right there, and in that I got Vulcan from Rescued. Yeah, so that was me right there, and just love how Lando is nothing but fucking puking emojis.
I say we all start a GoFundMe and just all the money we raise, just send all the money we raise, just buy custards and send them to Lando.
Oh, come on. That's just cruel.
It is.
Plus a
Alrighty.
waste. She's just going to throw them all away. So.
That's true.
Alrighty. So yeah, that was me, and then let's just do this little thing over here. Let's welcome our guest.
Hello, guest.
Hello, guest. How are you?
Okay, let's
Hello,
interview. Let's interview our guest, man, because the last time that we had this guy was when everyone from
Modified
show.
modified tuna
Liberty
tits came on.
Yeah, modified tuna tits with Liberty. Dude, you've changed the title for like 5
I
times.
have not.
already.
You guys just keep saying it wrong.
No.
It hasn't been changed in months.
No.
Yeah, look at it. It hasn't changed.
You've
in months.
actually changed it for like 5 times already. I have a witness, by the way, which is on my side. So that being said, I just want
The
to.
witness just is not good at pronouncing the names, so he says it different every time.
Will
I like how he
adjust-
points down, and on my screen there's nobody under him. So
Yeah, on my screen it's Clown, Tim, and Frank.
Yeah, Clown's one of those.
No one's beside you, buddy. Oh shit! But anyway, so this is how you get like 4 people with ADHD become like in a show. So just so you know.
oh yeah.
That being said, we'll interview our guest. So there's Storm, aka Tuna. I'm
No,
kidding.
buddy.
No, but so an advocate for liberty, because I mean we all call you Tim, we all call you an advocacy for liberty, or like whatever your name is, because you've
Comes
also
into all random names you come up with. Yes, I know.
you'll also change it for like 5 times already. But like we want to know, how did you come around with vaping, and how did you come up with an advocate for liberty as your name?
God, I
That
gotta hear this
actually is an
again.
interesting story, to be honest with you. As far as vaping itself, actually, I started with CBD because of my joint pain. My doctor recommended it. And then I went to the vape shop to pick up CBD, and the flavors just smelled amazing. So I tried the zeros. I found that it worked to curb my appetite, so it actually had a benefit to me. Then I found that it works for other things, like, migraine headaches. If you use a little bit of nicotine, if I have my migraines, I don't have to take any pills or anything.
Wait,
And-
just so everyone knows, what does CBD stand for?
It's the non. I don't know the name. If you're trying to get me the same name, we discussed this the other day. CBD is the hemp version of marijuana. That's what that is. It's the non-psychoactive part of marijuana.
Oh,
It can be taken out of marijuana, or it can be used directly from hemp, which has zero. It doesn't have the psychoactive effect, but it does have the mellowing effect, like a melatonin-ish type feel, but better.
What's funny is that CBD just stands for cannabidiol.
Yes. Okay, there we go. It's that.
okay. So now we know that Tuna will pass the next test he takes from like.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. But that being said, continue, Tim.
Yeah. Well, then I found out the menthols help with my cold weather induced asthma better than my inhaler does. And I just found out things that work in ways that aren't really necessarily supposed to work. And also helps my depression by just vaping, just the act of it, not even with a zero, it was helping. It gave me like a habit forming type thing, because I used to smoke, and I'd be honest with you, that was part of my anxiety, is not having that habit for years. And then as far as getting into the advocacy, that really started mostly with DC, going to DC. Grim Green was a big part of me wanting to go. Then I got in an interview with Vaping Insider, and then he started me on a journey for advocating and got me to get in front of a camera because I did an interview in DC. And then after a while, I realized that as a person, I couldn't get people to really listen so much because they got kind of nervous around me when they talked to me. Then I decided, well, I'll just try a pseudonym. And I was thinking, I don't want it to be a limited one that's just for vaping. I mean, I want to fight for rights. So I said an advocate for liberty is what I came up with. And that's how that happened. And ironically, it did work exactly as I planned. I've actually been able to get more followers, reach out to more people, talk to more people, and they don't feel like, it feels more like they're talking to a pseudo, rather than actually to me, even though it is me. And that helped a lot. And that's really how Advocate for Liberty became a thing. And then Casey Pickle got me to do a Dollar Tree pie review. And that got me to start doing videos on YouTube. And slowly I've gotten more and more comfortable with it. And here I am.
Rock you like a hurricane?
Yeah, exactly. It's just a weird sensation of how it all worked. I mean, I can't believe where I am today compared to where I was last year. I mean, I was under a rock, a hermit, nobody knew me, and I kind of liked it that way. But my anxieties are better now, and my depression's controlled better, just because I'm not there.
Mm. So that being said, with your vaping journey aside, because I almost asked this to my guests and the other podcast that I do, which I rename because Spotify doesn't want to release that shit.
Wait, what? I found it on
No,
Spotify.
no, the other one. So the other one, because of the name, can't be on Spotify for some reason that I don't know. But I'm still trying to do
Just
something
change the
about
fucking
it.
name, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the fucking name like Tim
He
does.
changed the fucking name twice.
Yeah,
Really?
I already changed the name, man. But
Mine was like, they were like, bang, it was on the next day. Like,
Yeah, it was. It didn't take long for the storm report to get.
the longest thing it took was
Uploading it?
iHeart Radio.
I Heart and Apple.
Yep.
no comment. They haven't got that to me at all.
Because they don't like you.
They're like,
Right?
he's Canadian.
But that being said, so with all your journey aside, with what you do for the community, because I know you're a certain babysitter for 10,000 people, I think, or 1,000 people, but what does what's a piss test? It's like you test your pee, man. How does
Hold on. One
Tim?
second. They're changing their terms and conditions rescued. So you might have to change your name. The Pittsburgh might be no more on Spotify. They changed their terms of services.
Just that's
You're gonna have to drop the vape part. You just call it the
Yeah.
Sven's experience.
Yeah, that's what I did.
The bitch word might have to be let go from that.
The Mexican burrito. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But
That's very racist of you.
or the female dog burrito. I don't know. But for I lost my train of thought. But so Tim, what led you to do the show the Modified Liberty with Tuna Inside? Because
that was the original title. Yes.
Yep.
That was more at the time, it was just the beginning of this whole lockdown thing, or right around that time. It was just supposed to be an advocacy channel to try and promote advocacy for vape at this point, and eventually maybe other things if vape becomes not in the spotlight and calms down and they stop fighting and try and take it away. That was the purpose of that show, was to just get the information out there to as many people as you can. Because we're trying to, I personally would like to try and unite most of the liberties under one, fighting for liberties, not just fighting just vape, fighting for gun rights. It shouldn't be up to other people what you choose, in my opinion. That's just the way I feel about it. I mean, Logan Exhales and I are very close in our theories on where it should be. He's a little bit more open than I am. I have a little slight conservativeness to it, but it's only to the point of potential harm to others thing. There's a fine line there where that line is, and that's the only place I've ever found that we've ever even had a slight offness to it. And that's how it started. And then obviously as things transitioned, we've done a lot more mental health advocacy stuff and mental health awareness, because right now during the lockdown and stuff like that and all the pandemic, it's needed. People are getting depressed. We're losing people. We're getting people committing suicide, etc. And going back to hardcore drugs and stuff because they can't cope. And I think this is a very important thing right now. So that's why we also started the second show for that purpose.
Okay.
Wait, there's a second show?
That's what the Liberty, Mind, Body, and Soul is all about. It's not the same show. That's a completely separate.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, well, you should know you're on both. So
I am.
Sometimes.
So, for you as well, what gives you because I've been wanting to ask you this question, because as a person with I won't say like that extreme of like mental health issues, but like you yourself experience mental health issues, and I mean a lot of us do. But like, what drives you to like kind of like reach out to like other people? Because
I
we've known you for like so long, and like you've always like, I don't know, I may not like go back to you as much, but like a lot of us do experience like, hey brother, I love you, or like sometimes when I'm off to bed and he's gonna message me in an awkward time, in a bad time where he's kind of wanting to like, I don't know, share a
that
bedtime
maybe that's
story.
on purpose.
He wants to cuddle with you.
Yeah, maybe I want a spoon.
Yep, cough.
Virtual spoon. Was it virtual spooning?
Whoa,
want
whoa,
to-
whoa! Where'd this chat go? Who's flicking the bean?
No, because I told Lando asked what a piss test was. I said that's when they test to see how much custard's in your system. So Lando said if I keep saying the C word, I'm gonna get a clitoris, and I was like, well, then I'll flick it all day.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
So-
Pretty much. I mean,
Okay.
I will say as far as like like
ADHD.
orgasms
Bing,
and things
bing.
go, women can have way more fun than men can. Just saying.
If
Men
you
is
can
so
keep up with
standard
the
and
show,
boring.
We'll give you a cookie.
They have an orifice. We don't. Well, we do, but we don't want anything in our orifice.
I know. Well, some people
Yeah,
do.
this is going south. This is going south. Okay.
Yeah, look up sounding.
Squirrel.
Okay, okay. So what keeps you reaching out for other people?
I've been there. I've been at the lowest point. When I lost my son, I did attempt suicide, and I, for the longest time, didn't feel any self-worth after that. You know, it breaks you. And a part of me will always be broken. Like yesterday, I got some bad news about my brother losing his baby, and I had a rough night last night because it brought back memories of my kid. And that kind of brokenness helps me to identify and, you know, I know how it feels to be at a bottom. So it's easy for me to reach out and try to put myself in someone else's shoes. And no, not that kind of bottom. But you know, when you're at rock bottom though, and you're really in that deep, dark prison in your own mind, and you can't find a way out, I know what that feels like. And that helps me to understand what others are going through. And it actually also helps me care. Where I'm gonna be honest, before that happened, I wouldn't have been as good at it. And I did counsel for a few years. I got kind of sick of the ones chasing the methadone clinic constantly, and that was pretty much it. So I'd given up on that because it was actually depressing to see how many would just put up with it for so long. Then to say, hey, by the way, how do I get into methadone clinic? Like a few weeks later, it's like, okay, 95% of my clients were like that, so I got kind of sick of it. And the vape community, people are trying to better themselves. That's what the whole vape thing is. They're trying to harm reduction themselves. So they're on the path that I've always wanted to push people onto and help people with already. So if I can help them in other ways, I'm going to do whatever I can. And I'd like to do that beyond vape. But right now, there's a need for it even in the community. So that's what I've been focusing on. And I've become friends with a lot of people, so I worry about them. And it's becoming it truly is becoming a vape family. So it's like, my family's hurting. I've got to do something. I don't have a choice. It's not within me to watch and not do something. If that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. And for the most part, like everyone has like experienced like some form of a loss. And when you take that L, right? It's a void sometimes that I personally could say no one could kind of like fill or replace, either or. But like as Lightbearer said, I just try to help where I can. I'll never have the best mod collection nor have the most experience, but I can be there for people and try to help in any way I can. I see Tim doing that also. So like for myself, like it's everyone takes an L, and it hurts my heart the most when some people in my life, kind of like those ones who are precious, takes an also a loss. And it's real tough for everyone to like, deal with something. But what you can do is to always just be there for them, right? Like that. Cody Voigler said, I'm on methadone now, and it's the only reason I off to the pills of harm reduction or harm reduction can really save your life.
I do want to add on that. If it's actually working for the purpose it's working, I'm all for it. That's where I'm with Logan on that 100%. It's the ones that are chasing it that I could tell from being with them long enough that I knew they were only chasing it, and they were the ones that are going to use it all within 2 days, and then the rest of the month they wouldn't even have it.
I know
those are the ones.
I know opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, but I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. People that are on methadone, if they're chasing that high, they shouldn't be on it. Because I know people that have been on methadone 375 milligrams for 15 years. If you're on it and you're going down on it, then fine. If you've been on it for 15 years and you're still on 375 and you're getting high off it, you're fucking.
No, that's the other thing. The tolerance factor.
But
if
it
they're
keeps
using
you off the
375 and
heroin,
they're using it
fine.
like they're supposed to, even if they don't come down, it's just like nicotine. I mean, there's people that can't ever get off Nic salts. They just don't have it within them.
Yeah,
and
I was about to say.
I don't have a problem with that. It's the people that chase the high to the point where they literally aren't using it right. They'll use I've had repeat people come through with the counseling thing. They had went off, got kicked off the methadone clinic because they used all their meds within a couple of weeks, had a nervous breakdown when they lost their meds, wound up back in the hospital because they didn't have any because they used them all up. Those are the people that kind of lost my faith in humanity for a little while.
Right. Like if you're sitting there on methadone and popping friggin' 18 Klonopins a day, why are you on the methadone for? You know what I mean?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
If you are doing the right thing, doing the program, doing everything you're supposed to be doing, and on methadone or Suboxone or whatever, and you're doing the right things and trying to get off of it, and you're using it like it's supposed to be, fine. If it works and it keeps you off the drug of your choice, fine. I have no problem with you being on it. I should have a problem with you being on it anyway.
In that case, it's no different than vape. It's harm reduction over the original sin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take it away, Clown. What's up?
Oh no, I mean, shit, I forgot what I was going to say. But I mean, it is one of those things that, like me personally, I don't see myself ever getting off nicotine. But I started back in 2012 at 24 milligram, and boy did I fucking tear through it, even with the mental setups we had back then that didn't eat up juice like as fast. But I did go through quite a bit. But to me, that's my vice and addiction, and I know there are a lot more heavier things out there. I mean, I went through a very heavy 4 to 5 year alcoholism stint where I woke up to a bottle, slept to a bottle, and I just stayed constantly drunk all day. Otherwise I really couldn't function. So it's with harm reduction and things like that, and even like what you guys talking about the methadone, it's more if you're looking to quit or just bring it down to a point where it's even basically non-existent. That's very what you want to be, where you want to be. It's not just continuing that cycle.
Would be the preferred situation.
Mm-hmm.
However,
not always
it's
the
just
case.
Like vaping over cigarettes. Even if you stayed on the Nic salt, it's still harm reduction over smoking the cigarettes.
Yes.
And in some cases, cigarettes is harm reduction over other drugs. Some people use it as a crutch to stay off hardcore drugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like I'd rather see them smoking than ODing. Yeah. So it's like even that can be a harm reduction. So it's all, as long as it's used properly and not just used just to fiend on. It's harm reduction. That's where I might slightly differ from Logan, because Logan will see it as harm reduction because at least it's a safer drug, which is true. But in my eyes, because I've seen it from firsthand, from being a counselor and seeing all these people just repeatedly just go through the cycle. And it's like, those people are never going to get better because they don't really want to. And that's the issue I had with it.
And I just want to say I used for 7 years and I have a bunch of years clean. So I use methadone as to get off of my drug of choice. So like, I don't want anybody thinking that I'm just not somebody that never did any drugs and I'm just a piece of shit with an opinion. So, because I know there's a couple people I'm reading the chat, and there's a couple people out there that are in recovery. So I don't want anybody thinking that I'm just.
Well, that's just it. There's a lot of people in our community that are in recovery,
right?
And there's a lot of people that use vape to help them with some of the, the habit forming parts of the recovery.
Yeah,
vape is actually one of those. Some people use the vape not just for the nicotine. Even some people are on zeros. It's like I said, I didn't smoke for 15 years. I stopped for 15 years. Smoked for 15 years, and then was off for 15 years, and then I picked up a vape, and I started feeling that anxiety melt away just from picking it up and using it repeatedly. It's like I needed that, and I didn't realize that how much I missed it until I had it back, but in a safer form.
Yeah, and think about it this way too. Like everyone would say, like, "Oh yeah, I'm not an expert in harm reduction," and this is where like, so if anyone doesn't know, I do another like 2 podcasts aside from this, which is Sven's Experience, and yes, I just named the show like a couple of hours ago, maybe, or like couple of days ago.
All that promo you did gone to shit.
Right?
Because he was promoting it hard.
Like, woo!
Just like a
And
quick
then-
thing, Lightbearer, they actually did run a study, like I want to say 1.5 years ago, and they did put that like people that use nicotine, a majority of smokers and vapors tend to also have ADHD and ADD issues. So it seems to come hand in hand of, you know, it's more that whole fidgetiness and needing to do something with yourself. Because even like me, I mean, if you watch any lives and stuff that I'm in, I am vaping the whole time, and it's mostly because I am a fidgety person. That's why I move my chair a lot. Holding my concentration is a very interesting thing, as my wife is making fun of my hand gestures.
It's the same thing with
the
like I
mouth,
said, the
hand to
habit
mouth.
of picking it up. That helps ADHD too.
Yeah,
It
yeah, it's
gives you something
the
that's
hand to
focused.
mouth feel.
Dude,
That's what
and
she was pointing out to me.
Like, for a couple of years, like I was a smoker who likes for some reason I like fidgeting my cigarettes.
Mhm.
Like I kind of like spin it around all the time.
Yeah,
or like
yeah, like,
do
yeah,
that.
Being in a band, I used to
thing?
take my brother's drumsticks and just sit there doing this the whole time, just because again fidgetiness.
And then I just like figured it out like a couple of years ago that whenever like I'm vaping like a small device, I used to like do a couple of things like here and there like this,
Kennedy clip.
or or not just that, but like even like just spinning like a mod around kind of thing, like or like doing like this maybe, which doesn't resemble it, but like sometimes I do that a lot often, and dude, like it helps with a lot of things that we deal with, like not just like nicotine for like, you know, drug harm reduction or like tobacco harm reduction, but it also helps you not just be part of this awesome community, but also mental health. That being said, before we go on with more mental health talk, or more tangent talk, in order to detoxify, or not detoxify, if you know what I mean, but in order to take a small segment of our time for this, Clown, hit that bumper with the ads, bro.
Alrighty, here are our wonderful sponsors for the show. We first have Steel Valley Vapors. Go check them out over steelvalleyvapors.com. Make sure you put in Valley, because if you don't, it takes you to a completely different site and you won't be able to get any of the wonderful products I am talking about right now. Go check out the Bottle Violence line and the Clockworks line. Amazing flavors. Toffee custard, vanilla custard from the Bottle Violence are my top favorites. I am coming around on the caramel custard, based on the setup I currently have it in, and honestly, like it's pretty legit as far as custards go. They're pretty legit, man. And then the Clockworks line, I've said it a couple dozen times at this point, Alex did not last long enough. I had the one bottle and it disappeared. I don't even know how or where it went, but I vaped through the whole damn thing. Pete, Georgie, and Dim, also amazing juices. Currently I have which one is this one? Georgie in one of my setups, and it's a great flavor. And then next we are going to go over to Rescued. Go check out Rescued e-liquids, rescuedeliquids.com. If you guys were here at the top of the show, or the beginning of the show, they are running a promo right now. It's what is it, no balls?
Sorry, no balls for 20% off up until Monday for Vengeance.
There you go.
Ta-da!
So if you guys want to go pick some Rescued e-liquids up real quick, go for it. Ben is an amazing lemonade guava. Velez is still my number one from that. Well, actually, I don't know. It's between it and Nico. I am enjoying both of those. They are amazing, amazing flavors. Snickerdoodle custard and Velez is a blackberry cornbread pudding. Really, really good stuff. A Vulcan, a strawberry kiwi that does not come with marshmallow. Even if you hear that, do not believe those liars. Then Benthol is Ben just with a menthol twist. So go check them out. And that is, as Frank put it last week, our sellout moment.
But I see that's kind of funny because Lady Liberty likes the Ben, but for some reason the guava is a little too much for me. But I love the menthol. It's just that cooling effect takes off. I love it, and she doesn't like menthol, so it's like
it works out for you guys.
That's my go-to right there. I really love that. Like I'm savoring that one because that's also one I use if I start feeling my asthma like feelings. That actually works really well.
That being said, we're gonna go to what we've been doing for the longest time from this show.
This show has been nothing but a giant tangent, which I love it. Alrighty, so I don't know.
Then later he's gonna complain to me with structure, by the way. So just saying.
Oh, another thing about the ADHD thing, though.
Sure. Go ahead.
It is like dripping is a great break for that ADHD because like you get ADHD like with your mod constantly picking it up. Like if you have an Addy or something on there, or if you have a pod system or an AIO, but it's just a pickup thing. You're giving in to the ADHD. Whereas dripping, you're breaking that cycle every now and then. I mean, it is an ADHD, but it's only got to think about a little bit more, like know how many times you puffed on it and stuff and about where it goes. So it kind of breaks that cycle. So that actually helps you come out of it if you're having a little bit of extra OCD moment. Yeah. Switch over to an RDA.
Well, it's like for me, coil building and mixing. I will say I've been noticing my habits when I do this, and it keeps me concentrated, but only so much. Because even like making, like, say an alien stick, I was gonna call it an oiling stick, but it's alien stick. I actually take breaks. I take breaks in certain sections where I'll just go this far, and then I'll get distracted by something. Then we'll come back to it. Same goes for like mixing. I get distracted so easily. I've messed up a couple bottles on the way, but I've been able to correct it. But even then, I'm like, oh yeah, I should go back to this, but it still keeps me somewhat focused.
Dripping is perfect because you suffer for it one way or another if you screw up and start to get too OCD, because you'll either over drip and have it all over, or you get a little bit of burnt hit. Yeah. So it kind of it's a way of like almost stopping yourself forcefully in a way.
It's shock therapy.
Shock therapy for yourself. Yes.
Dude, have you ever had like those like squirrel moments at times?
All the time, bro.
Like
all the time.
Dude, like
the Ushani moment.
Yeah. No, like for me, like one of the most crucial things, and this is like what I've known myself, or how long I've known myself for. It's like I have those specific squirrel moments, and dude, it takes some time to, like, you know, have this like long fucking whatchamacallit, like sit, and then I'll just vape, and then for some reason it's like weep. Oh yeah, that's what I need to do, or that's what I'm supposed to do.
It brings back that thought that you've been chasing in your head. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I know feeling.
Dude, like those squirrel moments at times are the most frustrating things, especially if you had like that moment with ADHD that you have. It's like, oh shit, why am I here? What am I doing? Like, oh yeah, I need to do this, you know.
And the harder you think, sometimes the harder it is to grab onto that thought. That's when you grab your vape, take a few minutes, and then you'll think of it. Yeah. I mean, that helps. It's things like that. I mean, that's another thing. I mean, like I said, vape is not considered a mental health tool, but it really is in a lot of ways.
What is that thing called? Doorway moments? You know, when you walk through a doorway to like go to another room to go get something, and you completely forget just as you make it through that doorway.
Oh, she can. Lady Liberty can tell you the story about the milk. I mean, she's told it a billion times about me and my daughter going to get milk. We went 3 times. The first 2 times we spent a few $100s each time and never came back with the milk, and that's all we went for. Yeah, those type of squirrel moments. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like she went with us to make sure we got the milk.
I went grocery shopping yesterday, and I forgot to bring water. Then today I went to pick up the last couple of things I couldn't at the one store I went to. And I still forgot the water. So we're going to attempt tomorrow.
Attempt number 3.
Third time's a charm, buddy.
Third time's a charm.
I did it 3 times, although I had her help the 3rd time. My daughter and I bet about that too. We'll talk while we're riding together. We'll be talking about stuff, and I don't see her a lot. So when we really get talking, if it's just her and I in a car, we'll drive by where we're going and just kind of drone out and go where we usually go, and go to the wrong location. And we do that all the time. Her and I together is a bad combo for ADHD. Really bad.
You know,
attention overlord. What the hell? Bubby, dude, you're still fucking hilarious.
He keeps pushing the like button. You know what? Like, the world has been for like a lot of people. We've been like, okay, and everyone has their own experience about quarantine, right? But even like way before quarantine, for some reason, you know how people have like commercialized, yes, maybe, no, I don't know the proper term, but we have commercialized the terms, the A and the R words. Now I don't want to like say them because number one, I have a friend who's
Assault
experienced
rifle?
in those ones. Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah, this is a kid-friendly show. Won't grab any show.
Yeah.
It's a family-friendly show. You know, we don't fucking swear.
There's nothing within reach of me right now.
Yeah.
Just don't start flashing them because that's where it becomes an issue.
Yeah, but
so
like,
I shouldn't just open the window and start shooting randomly. Okay.
As long as we don't see it, you're fine. We can hear it, but we don't have to see it. I think you'll be fine. Bang bang.
you can grab them now.
Okay, you were
No, I'm
saying
kidding.
about it's not commercialized. I don't know if it's commercialized would be the right term. I know what you're getting at.
Because you're right. You're correct. But now everybody's going on invisible.
Yeah, but like
He invisibled me.
He
That's the
invisible.
thing, right? Like, for everyone, it's just for some reason that
You just want to be on time.
oh,
Giggity.
hey, I like to be on top, man. But like,
Whoa.
we have commercialized those kinds of words where
Well, he's on top of tuna for me, so.
Oh, baby. I'm actually on top of Clown right now, so I probably can't breathe.
Oh my god, this is like the weirdest fucking 4-way ever.
I think
I'm going in from the side on Tim.
my shenanigans thing I put in the description was perfect. It
Yeah.
was absolutely perfect.
It's funny because now all I'm thinking is Sims.
I'm going in on the side on Tim, just slipping it in on the side.
Do you guys see that picture I sent you guys yesterday from The Sims?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
Nah.
After Lady Liberty's last reaction, I didn't show it to her this time.
I can't sim for KBTV because you know he has someone beside him, so I'll be all by myself then. But that sounded wrong. But
All by myself.
Community strike.
hey, if we'll be on Twitch, we'll have
Two of them
DMCA
already
anyway.
today, so.
We've already broken them a couple of times, so like for some reason that I don't know.
I need to dress up like a
Yep.
superhero and then come back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dress
Exactly.
up as Hurricane Helms.
Okay. I like how his trainee, his name, he was a superhero in training, but they like acronymed it, so it was SHIT, and he had it on his shirts.
Yeah, but like
You're the shit.
what am I getting at here?
We don't even know.
We don't need to know.
Yeah,
You broke him.
we have
Come
bad
on, you
EDD.
broke him.
I know, we break
broke
each other all the
freaking
time.
Frank.
Nah.
Nah, we break each other all the time. But like, since we have 10 minutes left, Tim, dude, like, is there any other interest that you have aside from like, you know,
I'm one of those people that just loves it. I love doing things.
He's a sheep herder on the weekend.
I do have goats.
That's goats, not
milking
sheep.
goats. Milking goats.
Same thing.
I've rescued a lot of animals over the years. I love gardening, building stuff, working on the cars, pretty much almost anything. Designing things. I haven't done it in a while, but I've done a little bit recently again. Writing CNC code and drawing and drafting designs. I love.
Wait,
that.
Tim. Do you want to make someone leave here right now?
Who are you picking? Are you picking Orlando?
No, but
Okay.
dude,
I think he left
let's talk about something amazing. What's your favorite anime?
Favorite? That's actually a tough one. That really is a tough one.
I could give you like a top 5, but I couldn't tell you a favorite.
Yeah, I mean, the first one that pops to mind, because there's quite a few of them. I like Naruto. I do.
I like
that's one of the ones that pops in my head first, but it's not necessarily my favorite. I like a lot of them. Like
What's
we
your
just started
top
watching
five?
that. What is it? The Parasite. Lady Liberty hates it. I love it.
Oh yeah, Parasite is awesome, dude.
But yeah, animes. I mean, sometimes it's an escape from reality type thing. It's like KVTV playing as Sims. There's definitely an escape from reality situation going there.
Oh, dude, Planet Coaster. I've been having fun with that. You got to see.
Yeah, I always tried to kill
my.
my roller coaster tycoon. I'd purposely not put any maintenance men out so things would blow up and kill people. I mean, that's not because that's what I want to do. It's because it's more entertaining to watch. I'm not going to do it in real life, but in a game.
Dude, like
And then one day we find out we're actually controlling real people and stuff, and then we feel guilty. But for now, I don't feel it.
dude, what if you're living a life of simulation right now? What would you feel?
You know, that's always a possibility. I'm one of those people that really does think a lot, like too much. And the possibility of that reality isn't reality, like a Matrix type thing or a Truman Show thing, is really possible. We don't know for sure. We'll never know unless we find out when we open that veil. And then, we got the Tuna Show. Pound, you lose.
Okay.
Counting.
I'm not paying
Counting
attention.
down. So
Do what?
ADD.
That being said, KVTV, what's your top 5? Because
Top 5?
I want to know.
Okay. Top 5. Like I want to say Dragon Ball Z, because that was like one of the first legit hardcore animes I was watching that I really got into. Then Hellsing, because it showed me like the original Hellsing, not the Ultimate, because Hellsing Ultimate's amazing, but it didn't come till later. But Hellsing was one of those ones that first showed me how insane anime could be. Then Evangelion for 2 reasons, because it was one of the first animes I found when we moved here to Texas. We were finding the DVDs at the local library, which was odd, so we would go every other day and go pick up the next DVD until we finished the whole series, because the original version of the series is like 23 DVDs long. And
Sure.
Yeah. And then Fairy Tail, just because I love that show. I burned through it like crazy, just kept watching it, and it's a long series, so you could be on that one for quite a bit of time. And Welcome to the NHK, and I probably have to stop there because that list could keep going. But Welcome to the NHK, if you've never seen it, based on mental health and things like that, that show will fuck with your mind a bit. And it's just a slice of life show, because it's not even hardcore fighting or anything. It's just basic life stuff. And if you're going through some shit in your life, it will make you reflect on who you are, where you're going in life, and things like that. And either you choose to walk away from it or continue the cycle. It just turns into one of those things. But it's a very, very interesting show, because it deals with what is in Japan they're called hikikomori, which is people that basically are shut-ins. They don't do anything. They mostly just get computer tech jobs, and that's how they pay their bills. All their food's delivered. They never leave the house, nor they clean their house. It's just a really messed up situation. And I kind of reflected on that, because I was going down this really, really bad path of not taking care of myself very well, not doing all this other stuff, and just not getting all serious. But So
Dude,
yeah,
okay.
those are it.
For me, and I'm kind of like including like some recent ones, some old ones.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball Z was kind of like the best of them. And then I'm currently looking for a bestie. Depends on that. Depends on how you want your bestie, Kelly. But like, there's Dragon Ball Z. I finished all Evangelions, including the manga. I think
Mm-hmm.
I finished that one.
See, manga is something I haven't gotten into.
Ghost in the Shell, Logan said that actually is good.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
And I actually like the Bleach, the original Bleach, like thing.
My other favorite ones, which came in like more recently, was Sword Art Online was good for the first part.
Mm-hmm.
One was good, but the
2.0
other one,
was
let's not talk
okay.
about.
2.0 was okay, but the current incarnation I can't get into. I don't like it.
Nah, they lost me. They lost. Okay.
They
And I
lost
told
you
this
at
to Tim.
Gungale. I at least was willing to go through that.
No, they lost me in the middle of 2, actually.
Sorry, Tina.
And then the next is Vinland Saga and A Promise of Neverland. The Promised Neverland, rather.
I'm surprised you didn't say Code Geass because you were so about that show
And I can't
last
believe
year.
nobody's actually Full Metal Alchemist.
I have
Dude,
not
like-
seen it. I have not seen it. I'll be honest.
Like Full Metal Alchemist, I like even the movies except for the one with the alternate reality Brotherhood or something like that. That
Yep,
was
Brotherhood.
Because I couldn't. The only problem I had with it was there was no place in the original series and stuff or the original movie that it made sense that could have happened, and that's what bothers me. Is because if there was a spot where it would have fit in, where the crossover would have worked, it wouldn't have bothered me. But there never was a spot that wouldn't have changed him as a person.
Hmm. So, I mean, I was about to say Code Geass, but like, I kind of have this current notion right now that but that the 2 might happen in real life. So, yeah.
What's a gunslinger one there? I forget the name of it. I always forget it. The name, but I love that series.
Gunslinger?
While you're thinking about that, Labworks, you said Ninja Scroll. Dude, I completely forgot about that one. That one's a good one.
Oh, and then you got Sword Art Online.
Uh,
The original was good.
yeah. Escaflowne is another good one that, like, it gets you in the feels. It's a really good, like, movie. I know there's an anime somewhere. I've never seen it, but the movie was really good.
I
Sure.
heard Tuna Hunt Forever's coming out.
Okay, Tuna, what's your favorite anime?
The one that doesn't show.
He's like Pokemon.
One that doesn't watch. My favorite anime is Scooby Doo and what's that
Dora
one?
the Explorer.
What's my wife was one my wife was watching?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob?
Oh. Yeah, SpongeBob. That was it.
Rick and Morty?
No.
Rick and Morty is almost an anime. Almost.
Almost, but it's still
Got
very
some
American.
anime-esque future.
Okay.
It's got some anime-esque
Avatar: The Last Airbender. How do you feel about that, Tim?
the original, the cartoon series type thing, right?
Mhm.
We're not talking the
No,
stupid.
not the fucking live action thing. That can go.
Okay,
to
Not the
yes.
movie.
I
Not
actually
the movie.
loved that series. I really did.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because I mean, I know like that's it falls in anime.
I didn't really care for the beginning of it. I thought that was a little bit lame, but they made up for it as it went on and told the story.
With the build up, like with introducing the characters.
Like the build up where he first got frozen and everything. That was just so lame.
But
it
you
was
need a
kind of
build
lame beginning.
backstory.
Yeah, it's just the way they did it. They could have actually made it a little more fun to watch. The first episode or two was kind of like, okay, this is. I almost stopped watching. I wish it had a little bit more of a hook right in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But once, if you can get past those first couple episodes, it's actually a very good show.
Yeah.
Okay, Labworks. Like, one of the things that I really want, or I really like, was Astro Boy. That I wanted to have a haircut like Astro Boy, like when I was a kid.
Is that why you do that?
No, like I want to have like that haircut where it's like, you know. But dude, like Astro Boy was one of the good shits because, dude, I could watch it all day and I could never get tired of it.
One that we just finished with my kids was Assassination Classroom.
Ah,
It was one of those shows that it went on for quite a bit, but at the same time, I wish it didn't end so quickly. It was really good. I loved it.
Okay, so
Rambo versus
Last
Bill
one.
Gates. Bill Gates. He can pay people.
okay,
Poor Tuna.
so last one. How do you feel about what's that anime called with Asta? Black Clover.
Black Clover. Dude, it's an amazing show.
Oh, Ultraviolet was a good one too, way back in the day.
I never saw that. Didn't they make a live action movie
They
out of
made
it?
the live action actually wasn't terrible either,
Mhm.
but the series was actually even better.
Mm-hmm. How
I
about
actually
that
watched an
Dragon
anime the
Ball
other
live
day.
action?
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you watch?
What was it? Logan. Hold on. Logan told me to watch it. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, I think it was called.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I've
or
seen.
I was
I've
once
seen that.
reincarnated as a slime or something like that. Or
I want to
what
watch
it's called.
that.
I watched that. Logan told me to watch it, so he was like, "It's one of the best. Watch it."
Mm.
Or
And I
Cowboy
was like,
Bebop?
"Oh, okay."
Yeah, there's too
Oh,
many,
no.
Logan. Labworks Cowboy Bebop has one of the most awesome intros ever of any fucking show ever.
I liked it.
That bass line's
Cowboy Bebop
amazing.
And I think Outlaw Star. They're good.
Mm.
But yeah, that being said, dude, we're crunching like 1 hour and 1 minute already. So that being said, thank you again for our beloved guests for coming into the show, and we love you and thank you for supporting the show. So yeah, is there anything that you want to say before we end, and is there anything you want to promote, basically?
Promote. We're still gonna do the modified the modified Liberty show is still gonna happen, but it's gonna be a little bit laid back more because the advocacy stuff's slow. So I'm gonna do that as an as needed basis because we're not having enough actual advocacy content during this lockdown until it starts loosening up.
It's
then we'll
mostly
make it a
just very
permanent time slot
repetitive.
again. Right, and we actually have a special guest coming, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. Grim Green's going to be on our mental health awareness show, Liberty of Mind, Body, and Soul. And they had to change the time slot for him because the other time slot wouldn't have worked for California. So we're actually going to do that on our almost the same time, 9:00 p.m. on Saturday nights. And we just discussed it before the show. We're actually going to start doing that show on Saturday nights instead because it seems like even the modified Liberty has become more of a mental health show anyways. So why not just make it a mental health show? And that way that's all at once in a nice spot, and a nice time slot for more people to get it. Because it's a time slot where the West Coast can still see it and the East Coast can still see it. And so the time actually works out great. And it actually happened because of Grim Green's availability slot happened to be just about perfect. And I think that that's a really good spot to stick with. It's only slightly off of what we had already been. So it'll be a permanent spot that will not change again for the foreseeable future. And that, and just, take care of each other. Reach out to people you haven't talked to in a while, that you haven't heard from a while, or they disappeared for a while. It might be because they're dealing with something and they really need you or need someone to let them know they cared. It might not respond to you, but just reaching out might save their life or change a severe depression, anxiety, or even stop a domestic violence situation. You never really know. Reach out to everybody and be there for one another, and actually be there if they do respond. I mean, that's what this world should be based on, in my opinion. Other than that, I'm good. Who would you like me to pass it off, or are we just...
Just pass it off.
All right, Tuna, go ahead, because you can actually follow up with anything I missed.
Yeah. We're gonna record an episode of the Storm Report today.
Yep.
If that happens.
And he already mentioned the mental health show, so I won't mention that. I don't have anything else. I mean, listen to the Wolfbite guys, because we rock.
Oh yeah, it's 9 p.m. Eastern, by the way. I didn't say which time slot.
Yeah. Go follow Clown on Patreon. Throw him a couple bucks. Yeah. Frank?
I'm going last.
Okay. Clown?
It's because he gets long-winded. That's why he said I'm going last. Alrighty. Yeah, go, like I said, check out my Patreon. Any little bit helps. I still am working the kinks on trying to figure out how to do things for the Patreons. I do have a couple. They are amazing people, and I would like to thank you. You guys know who you are. I don't know how they are about me putting their names out there, so that's why I put it that way. Other than that, go check out the Teespring if you guys want any Wolfbite shirts or like hoodies, or I think we have a tank top and things like that. And there is one thing of socks. What were you gonna say, Tuna?
No, I was just. Logan asked, does anybody know the hand signal for domestic violence? And I just did it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That was the signal for domestic violence. Put your hand. I think that's it.
That's what it looks like. What he said in the description there.
No, I just did it. He made me sick.
Go check out Vaping with the Ohmies.
Tune, and then he says, "Yo, Jesus, Mary Joseph."
I was gonna say, go check out Vaping with the Ohmies on Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Vaping with the Ohmies channel, and then I still am working. We're working out the kinks on the new show I will be doing on Tuesdays. It should be, I think, at 7 p.m. So we'll see. Like, we're looking at 6:30 or 7 p.m. We're still not fully sure. We're working out the kinks on how we're going to do the show and formatting and all that. But I am excited. So be on the lookout for that. I might put out a teaser of what it might be. So on Instagram, I'm still working that out. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. And if you guys are interested in any juice or coils that I make or things like that, go check out kvtvshop.com. I think I'm trying to remember like if I did a coupon code for the show, but either way, I might do one. If there is a coupon code, it'll be like 10% off. The code will be Wolfbite, so check that out if you guys want to pick something up from there. And I think that is it for now. So yeah, Frank, go with the speech.
Quickly, I forgot to announce. So for this one, we have a coupon code for Steel Valley Vapors, by the way.
I forget the codes every time.
It's okay. It's Wolfbite for 15% off all your purchase. So if you use, again, Wolfbite, one word, on steelvalleyvapors.com, that's 15% off for all your purchases until September 4th, or 5th rather, September 5th. So that being said, like, you know, follow our sponsors, Rescued E-Liquid and Steel Valley Vapors on Instagram, as well as, so for my content, yes, I do have the content now. So first, Mental Detox, we're always going to upload every Tuesday. So that's every Tuesday, 5 a.m. PST, it goes live. So that being said, we talked about, you know, the loss of attractiveness with me and Tim. So that's a whole new podcast that we're doing. Next week, we're going to talk about like self-awareness and sometimes the benefits and the harms that it does for you. So there's that. Also, for the other podcast that I do, and by the way, it's also now live, which is, dude, like, it's Sven's experience. So the episode with Logan, which is drug harm reduction, is already live. So we upload every Thursday, 5 a.m. PST as well. So go check that out if you're interested in drug harm reduction. That being said, check that out. Make sure to hit the follow button. The Mental Detox is on Spotify and other playable sites or platforms. The Mental Detox, it's also on other platforms as well. And also, that being said, to check out Twitter, which is Frank Wolfbite, Instagram, which is Frank Wolfbite as well. And lastly, just to sign off, especially for this show, and always going to be my sign off. At any given point in time that you think that somebody doesn't think of you, just remember, my DMs are always open, and I'm here for you. I love each and every one of y'all. Stay safe, vape on, stay kind to everyone. You know, it's those times that we need to stay kind to everyone. So if you have any kindness that you have, spread it. You know, spread it. That
spread your kindness.
Yep. That being said,
Vape on, lads. Or legends, rather.
Mad Lads?